every time we hear whatever that doesn't sound right to us. Otherwise, the international community will keep hammering us, and then very soon we're going to disappear.
Was there a question? You remember the Estates General? When King Louis convened the Estates General, and 98% of the population only had a voice in 1/3 of the assembly?
Mm-hmm.
This is very similar. You've got roughly 5% of the seats in the legislature representing the vast majority of the population of the country. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in that 48 seats, 2 seats are at the national level, and 6 seats are for Senate position, and 40 for the House.
Nothing.
And in that 40 seats, there are only 6 seats that the ethnic minorities are running for now. 1 from Mon State, southern part of the country, and 2 from Shan State, the eastern part of the country, and 3 from Kachin State, where fighting is going on right now. So think about it this way. How those people would get out and vote? They cannot even live in their own village. They have to hide in the jungle.
Why is there so much? Usually when militaries and states crack down on ethnic minorities, it's either because it's politically popular or because that minority is trying to break away and create their own country. Is that the scenario here? Why is the military being so repressive against ethnic minority populations in Burma?
When we come to such question, I always narrow it down to power and greed. Burma is a really rich country, and I'm telling you. It is a small country, size of Texas, but it's really rich. Everyone wants to suck out all the natural resources Burma has. Well, the western side, oil and gas coming out. The Kachin State, where the war is going on right now, that's where you can find the best ruby in the world. And all kinds of gemstones and gold. And coming down to Shan State, a lot of gold. And then Karenni and Karen State, teak trees. And so it's a really rich country, but also at the same time, why we're so poor is because the government wants all these natural resources by themselves instead of sharing with the states. They don't want to share it. So of course then they have to hold on to their guns in order to be able to either kill these people or kick them out of where they are and then take over their land and mine their natural resources. So that's where I narrow it down. But also going back to what you said earlier, the breakaway, the ethnic minorities are breaking away. Actually, no, we're not. We keep asking for federalism. All is because we don't want to break away, but we want greater autonomy, greater basic human rights. Because right now, me coming from Karen State, I can't even live in my own state. I had to flee. I had to live as an internally displaced person for 12 years. In my own state, not just country, in my own state. So this tells you that the ethnic people don't even have the rights to live in their own state. And therefore, we have to struggle. We have to fight for our rights. And as we do it, then of course, then the government crashed down on us. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Is it too much?
No.
It's good.
Any more question? Well, maybe you might be also thinking, why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Going back, you're my hope. I'm pretty sure you can help me make a difference. So, I have trust in you, but how do you do that? Well, I think it's always start off with our individual self. We have to educate ourselves. So, I know you have a lot of homework, schoolwork, but if you have a little bit of time, maybe it might be worth it to browse through the internet a little bit and learn a little more. And one time after another, you're going to gain. And then, of course, since yourself is knowing enough, then you can help us raise the awareness, tell other people about the situation in Burma. And another thing that I liked doing when I was in school, every time when I have to write a paper, I always find my way to add in a paragraph about Burma. But you will tell me, well, you're coming from